March is close upon us, and with a new month comes new video games. Some big, some small, but loads worth getting excited for. So why don't you guys sit back and relax while we at the Republic of Players fill you in on the games we are most excited for in the upcoming month, and maybe shed some light on a game you may not know much about. So I'll start the ball rolling. PC gaming isn't something I honestly consider that often in general. I'm a console guy at heart due to the simplicity I perceive them to give. But I might just change my mind and start gaming on the old PC because of a game called Arons Adventure. I've only recently found out about this game and it's on my mind frequently. At first it was the polygon-like aesthetic that I honestly loved to death, but it really comes to life with the colour palette. This game is literally popping with style and it is a splendour to the eyes. But thanks to the developer Timer Games, who give out updates on the regular, and getting to see this game in action along with the thought process as well as seeing where the game is going is honestly an incredible thing to watch and give me a depth to the game that I appreciated wholeheartedly, and it's something that you don't often get, and it just made the game even more compelling. The game is an action-adventure RPG set in the fantasy world of Elor. An old evil awakens and it's up to Aaron to take to battle and unite the people. That's all I can find on the game's story at the moment, but it's enough to hook one in when you consider everything else this game showcases. But the main thing is the combat, and it looks deadly. There's numerous weapons that have their own distinct features. For example, its dual-wielding swords are the trickiest to use, due to how it can drain stamina quicker, but then it deals out the most damage. But the weapons aren't the only cool thing. Some movements in this game, like a quick teleport for a short distance, which looks insanely fun to use from what I've observed. And Aaron has powers to play around with outside his weapons. This game really has grabbed my attention, and I hope I have sparked your curiosity for this game, as it deserves more eyes on it. On a side note, one of the most impressive things is that this game has only two developers, Tim Van Can and Tom Roddies, which is incredible and inspiring that two people were able to make this. Arons Adventure comes out on the 30th of March on Steam. Keep your eyes on this one, lads, as I feel it could be something truly memorable.
When I was asked to pick my favourite game coming out of March 2021, for me it was a no-brainer. Because the DLC for one of my favourite games of all time, the final DLC even, allegedly, The Binding of Isaac Repentance, is coming out March 31st. I am highly anticipating this freaking release. You don't understand. It is the game I've definitely have the most hours in. It's one of the best games ever made. If you like roguelikes and you haven't played The Binding of Isaac, you're wasting your time on this planet. It is one of the most addictive games under the sun. But Repentance is supposed to be it. It's supposed to be, that's it. This is the last bit you're getting. And it'll almost, I want to say a decade worth of game finally coming to an end. Like, it's a big moment. And of course with this new DLC, you're getting your Repentance, but you're also getting Antibirth. Antibirth was this famous, very well received, fan-made mod of The Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth. And it really took off. It was a big love letter to The Binding of Isaac, and they added so much to the game that the creators of The Binding of Isaac have obviously taken notice, because they've taken the Antibirth team and they're making Antibirth canon. So you're getting all Antibirth content with this new version, which I'm ecstatic for because I never actually played Antibirth, the mod, but I've heard it is exceptional. So you're getting all new characters, getting 130 plus new items, you're getting full alternate paths with brand new chapters, you're getting 100 plus new enemies, 25 plus new bosses, 2 new playable characters from Antibirth, 10 new challenges, 100 plus new achievements, 5,000 new room designs, new reworked co-op mode, allowing 2 players to play the actual characters instead of babies. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, you'd be a baby and you'd be floating around and you wouldn't be as powerful as the guy actually playing. I mean, it's just so good, and I can't wait for it. And that is my most anticipated game of March 2021.
Hi, so the game I'm looking forward to most in March I'll talk about it in a second. Because this is a new format, we'll inevitably skip over February, and at the end of February there's a game I'd really like to talk about, and that is Bravely Default 2. I've been looking forward to this game for absolutely years. This is my exact kind of game. It is an old school Japanese RPG with turn-based combat, a job system, and really nice sprite work. The thing that distinguishes the Bravely series from most Japanese role-playing games is the Bravely Point system. A system that allows you to bank your turns and not use them and save them for like burst damage or when you're in real trouble for healing all your party members, and these games are difficult and you will need every advantage you're going to get. This comes out on the Switch on the 26th of February and I can see myself playing this for hours upon hours. It's something I've been really looking forward to for a long time. But now to talk about March, and coming March is Monster Hunter Rise, also on the Switch. It comes out March 26th, and it is the newest mainline installment in the long-running and beloved Monster Hunter series. I played a little bit of Monster Hunter World a couple of years ago, and it sort of wasn't the right time. When it came out, I had other things to play. I didn't get as much time into it as I wanted, but this installment has me genuinely interested to hop back in. The maps seem a lot more vertical, the movement is very up and down. You have a grappling hook, and to go along with your cat-like companions Palicos, you now have a dog-like companion called a Palamute. These can be used as mounts for your characters so you can hunt the monsters without losing your stamina, and they can also scale cliffs and allow you to get around the more vertically themed levels. This is going to be a massive success on the Switch. I can see it now. Going back to their handheld roots is kind of what a lot of people wanted from Monster Hunter games. These were almost always PSP and 3DS games before this. This will sell extremely good in Japan. These games always do. They're always top sellers. And genuinely, I cannot wait to hop back into this world. So that's all for me. Bye.
The game that I'm most looking forward to is It Takes Two by developers Hazelight Studios. It's been published by EA. The release date is the 26th of March, which is also my birthday, so that'll be a nice birthday present. I can't wait to get stuck into this game. It looks super charming, very, very fun. The developers also were responsible for A Way Out, which was a very highly rated prison break game, also in the same vein as this, where you are co-oping with a friend. It is best played couch co-op, split screen, which is very interesting in this day and age, and this is a game that I just cannot wait to get my hands on. If you didn't get a chance to play A Way Out, I would highly recommend you go and do that now. It is a very good game with a friend, and it's something that is actually quite rare in this day and age, to have a split screen game that is built entirely for that mode. I would also recommend going and playing Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which is also by the same studio, and it's not exactly a co-op game, but instead they use analogs, so each analog stick on your controller controls each of the characters on screen. These developers are really intelligent when it comes to trying to implement just new and amazing ideas, and I think It Takes Two will be very much in line with these past two games. I cannot wait for it, as you can probably tell by my voice. I'm looking forward to something just a little bit chilled, a little bit relaxing, and also to go on an adventure with one of my mates. Catch you soon, guys.
And that was our picks for the games we are most excited for in March. Do you agree with our picks? What are you guys most excited for in the month to come? Be sure to let us know in the comment section down below. And sure, if you like this video, why not subscribe for more of the same stuff? And until next time everyone, have a good one.